David Mamet. I'm Angie playing Carol.
And I'm Joe playing
Love it there. He's my professor, and I'm currently failing his class, and I've come to his office to discuss why. Okay?
Your grade for the entire term is an A. Come back here and meet with me. Just a few more times. Your grade is an A. Forget about the paper. You didn't like it. You didn't like writing it. That's not important. You see, what's important is that I awake your interest, if I can, and that I answer your questions. Let's start over.
Over? With what?
Say this is the beginning.
The beginning.
Yes.
Of what?
Of the class.
We can't start over.
I say that we can. I say that we can.
But I don't believe it.
I know that. But it's true. What is this class but you and me?
There are rules.
Well, we'll break them.
How can we?
You won't tell me.
Is that all right?
I say that it's fine.
Why would you do this for me?
I like you. Is that so difficult? There's no one here but you and me.
All right. I do not understand when you referred.
All right, yes.
When you referred to hazing.
Hazel.
You wrote in your book about the comparative.
Did you check your notes?
Yes.
Tell me in your own.
I want to make sure that I have it right.
Of course. You want to be exact.
I want to know everything that went on.
That's good.
So I.
That's very good, but I was suggesting oftentimes that which we wish to find is often retained with less expenditure of effort.
Here it is. You wrote in your book about hazing.
That's correct. I said hazing. We shove, it means ritualized annoyance. We shove this book at you and we say, read it. And now you say you've read it. Well, I think you're lying. So I'll grill you on it. When I find out you've lied, you'll be disgraced. It's a sick game. Why do we do it? Does it educate? In no sense. But then, what is higher education? It is something other than useful.
What is something other than useful?
It has become a ritual. It has become an article of faith that all must be subject to. Or, to put it differently, that all are entitled to higher education. And my point...
You disagree with that?
Well, let's address that.
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I spoke of it in class. Do you remember my example?
Justice?
That's right. Can you repeat it to me? Out your notes.
You said justice. That all are entitled.
That's right. Yes, that's correct. I said justice. Justice is their right, and should they choose to avail themselves of this right, then they should be given a fair trial. It does not follow of necessity that one's life is incomplete without a trial in it. Do you see? My point is a confusion between equity and utility arose. We confound the usefulness of higher education with our, granted, right to equal access in the same. We in effect created prejudice against it, completely independent of the...
prejudice that we go to school?
Exactly.
But how can you say that?
Good, speak up. That's right. What is the prejudice? It is an unreasoned belief that all must be subjected to. Or, to put it differently, that all are entitled to higher education. And my point And when it's threatened or opposed, we feel anger, and we feel Do we not? As you do now? Do you not?
But how can you say that?
Let us examine good.
How?
Good!
I'm speaking.
I'm sorry.
How can you say...
I beg your pardon.
That's all right.
I beg your pardon.
That's all right.
I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You were saying?
I was saying, how can you say in a class, a college class, the college education?
I said our predilection for it.
Predilection.
You know what that means.
Does it mean liking?
Yes.
But how can you say that? How?
That's my job, don't you know?
No.
Yeah, oh, yes, though.
What is?
To provoke you.
To provoke me.
Yes.
To make me mad?
To force you.
To make me mad?
To force you
God?
to listen. See?
See?